works decision, कुछ decision लेना है तो
See, depends upon the quantum of the decision.
okay.
Majorly department heads are responsible for their own decision making. In case they feel any problem or in case there is a bottleneck, they approach the mall head.
Okay.
If in case this decision is something which is vested beyond the power,
Okay.
then we got the support of top level management.
Okay.
If sometime it's urgent, then they can take decision on the spot. They have a
Again depends what decision.
Might be possible that any loophole is coming in any department.
Any
Department like in finance, if we talk about the finance department,
Yeah.
and if they have to take any quick decision for investing some amount and pay to some amount, so they have a authority.
See,
for that.
malls operate in a different way.
Okay.
It is not likely as a factory.
Yes.
Because the amount which is being received by a mall, the amount which we have to pay, it's all approved by the management, and there is no unforeseen expenses for which the decision has to be taken.
So mall structure is also working same like as a different organized structure, like they have a CEO, then after the functional department they have it in different departments,
Obviously.
and they have a different department head.
At malls, to be centralized, so as to ensure that decision making is quick and centralized, we have a mall head, then we have different department heads, then their reporting line, then we have different agencies who are providing different kind of services to the mall.
Actually, sir, in the recent time, what will happen? It's happening in many organizations. If the organization facing some problem, what they used to do, they just provide all the information to all the department and say that just solve this problem according to your view. Or what will happen? All the department head comes jointly in the meeting room and they just start thinking about
See,
that.
mall head is a center. Mall head is responsible for each and everything from scratch to sky in a mall.
Okay. Mall head does.
Yeah.
He has the ultimate authority.
Yeah, mall head is the ultimate authority.
Okay.
And the shops which all are in mall, they all are on rent. If
Yeah.
any mall is any shop, a particular shop is facing some problem and have some dispute with mall, so who is
What
going
kind
to-
of dispute?
Might be possible related to rent, might be possible
services.
related.
If it is related to services, it would be escalated to the operations team. If it is related to the statutory dues, which has to be paid by the particular tenant or occupant, it is again escalated to finance. But yes, mall head is always consulted for the same.
So they are working for all the shops. Basically, the operation is working for all the shops. Means the department
Yes, operations is ultimately responsible.
The main thing
I am
is
taking care of the operation first. So, on the first hand, if any of the shops are facing any sort of problem related to anything, they would call me up. Then this depends upon me whether I can solve it out then and there only, and if not, it is escalated to the concern.
So could you tell about something about the shops which we have in mall, how they are taking they are just providing the rent or they have some contracts on lease for them?
This is a business secret and depends upon the type of leasing. Leasing is on the basis of minimum guarantee also, on revenue sharing also, or a fixed rental also. So this is again a business secret that none of the malls are going to reveal. That a brand may work on a fixed rental in X mall, but in Y mall they would be operating on a revenue sharing basis.
Sir, organizations are still different from mall to mall.
Obviously,
Okay.
it entirely depends upon the leasing team, how the brands are being leased out in the mall. Because there are certain targets of occupancy of the mall that in order to maintain a brand reputation, a product positioning, you have to maintain a certain level of occupancy in a mall. Say that if in case I have to maintain 98% occupancy, 90%, 80%, depends upon mall to mall.
And so one question is, if there any lower executive, suppose that every organization working on a 3 phase, the top management, middle management and lower management.
Yeah.
Is there any employee or lower management is facing the problem regarding might be for the manager, might be have service and might be have salary. So they, I want to ask that they have a authority to concerned with the mid management or directly to the top management.
No, this is an open organization. Anyone can approach anyone. There are no set foundations or protocols which are being followed.
So basically, the mall organization are also working on as a functional organization. There, everyone have authority to approach anyone, like a CEO or the VP of the company.
Obviously.
So what is the process of hiring a people in DLF? How do you hire? How do you recruit people?
Again, depends upon. See, most of the time we try for absorbing the employee from inter-department, and if in case we need to pull out from outside.
To campus selections or such that.
Again, I think this is something which is taken care by the HR.
Okay. Okay. Sir.
And the discretion for the same is vested with HR only. There is no vetted document for which that the extension of intervention of different departments is mentioned. But completely with the HR department.
But sometimes it depends on the requirement also, because as you are the head of operation department, and if you have any requirement of any employee, so you know very well which kind of employee you require.
References play a vital role, but again, HR.
Okay.
Ultimate decision taken by the HR.
See, there has not to be any biasness, and to ensure a quality control. Responsibility of HR is right of person for the right job at the right place with the right emoluments. So it's to ensure the job satisfaction and breed the loyalty. Because HR cannot afford a very high employee turnover.
Yes, sir.
But that depends on the quality, that which kind of employee we require for that. Because how HR knows that what kind of employees
this is their experience, this is for what they are paid for. This is their proficiency. You are asking me how an engineer would come to know that this particular part has got malfunctioned. This is their proficiency. This is their trade.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Can we get your
Visiting card.
My business card is
Anup, 1 second. So we have been talking to Mr. Sudhanshu,
Yeah.
operations head of.
I'm not head of operations. I'm assistant mall manager, but I'm department head for housekeeping, for entire parking, for the entire pest control,
Okay.
entire mall operations, and the office block of the mall.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for your valuable time.
Yeah.